It's Nicole Jones from the Physio crew, and I'm bringing you a quick video today just to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've been up in Newbury. I'm sorry if you can hear that growling, that's my dogs running around like headless chickens. And it's been amazing to be in a learning environment with my old boss, who is very, very knowledgeable, very, very experienced in, and we were sort of talking about different treatments and what we're using with patients, what's working, the reason that we think it's working, what's happening within the brain to help desensitize pain. And it got me thinking a little bit about sort of false belief patterns as well. So we were looking at treatments, but I'm doing a lot of coaching at the moment for business coaching, and one of the things that comes up a lot is this kind of false belief patterns that actually hold people back from success. But I realise that that's very, very true for people in physio as well. And one of those false belief patterns is that people don't have enough time, and time is always a funny one because I hear that in clinic probably 15 times a day. I don't have time, I don't have time. And yes, everybody has different demands, and some people have children, some people have spouses, some people work long hours, and the kind of way I look at it is, if I was to tell you that you were going to die in a month's time unless you did these exercises every single day, you would find a way to do the exercises. And it's more about the mindset of saying, right, okay, I'm going to get up 5 minutes earlier in the morning to do the exercises, or I'm going to make sure I set an alarm at 10 o'clock when I have my admin or my lunch, and really just make sure that you're putting in that little bit of investment every single day, because the amount of time that you're losing on being able to do stuff that you love because you're injured is way greater than any time that you'll put in to do the exercises. And quite often, I talk about the chimp paradox quite a lot, but often it's that chimp talking. So when you get up in the morning, oh, I don't really want to get up, or oh, I don't really want to do the exercises. Once you started the exercises, before you know it, you've actually finished the exercises. So time is often a false belief pattern that holds people back from physiotherapy. So try and work out what is the most important thing in your life. If the injury is not affecting you that much, it's not very important, then fine, don't worry about doing exercises every day. But actually sometimes we need that little bit of commitment, and that's why people say, why is it that the second opinions that come to the physio crew, why do they get better, and why do we have such a high success rate with people where it's failed, other people have failed before? And I don't have a magic wand, I don't have a special potion, there's nothing special particularly about me, but I am and my crew as well, we do know that a lot of physiotherapy and massage is about helping the patient understand the commitment to it. And you know, I have quite a reputation of being quite a firm physio. You know, when you come in on your first session, I will say, you know, I have the knowledge, I have the expertise, I have the tools, but it requires some commitment from you. It's not difficult, it's not going to take hours a day, but it does require you to acknowledge that this problem is something that you want to sort out, and then just dedicate sort of 5 to 10 minutes every single day to doing your exercises to help you achieve your goals. Another very common false belief pattern that again I heard yesterday was that, oh, it's going to be really painful. Physio doesn't have to be painful. Sometimes it is a bit uncomfortable, but you know, I'll have someone who walks into my clinic who has not slept for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, who is waking with pain every single night, 8 out of 10 pain, and yes, sometimes when we're mobilizing tissue it might cause a little bit of discomfort as we're doing that, but if you're putting up with 8 out to 10 pain anyway, a little bit of physio, we're not going to stir it up and make it a lot worse. When you come in, what we'll do is we'll formulate a treatment program for you, we'll have advice, we'll have exercises that can help you to achieve your goals and hopefully get you better. Because again, when we look at those false belief patterns, when you turn it round, think of all the things that you've not been able to do the whole time. Imagine sometimes it's difficult if you haven't slept for 2 to 3 weeks, but imagine what it would be like to see your life where you could sleep normally every night. Imagine what it's like to be able to go for a walk on the beach and not think, oh, my knee pain is going to hold me back, or to get down on the floor with the grandkids and not think, oh no, I'm going to have to get someone to help me up off the floor because I can't even get up because my knee's sore and my hips sore. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about those false belief patterns, because no one has to sell me on physiotherapy. Like, I know it changes people's lives. I can see that when we get people up walking in the pool, I can see that when people get back to their badminton or their athletic sport, and I can see that in working professionals when they're achieving more because we're helping them with their mindset and their physical well-being as well. So you don't need to sell me on physio. I don't need to be sold on doing these exercises every single day. I understand the importance of it, but it is my job to sell it to you, because if I don't, we failed you. We can help, and it's important that you understand that there has to be that commitment. And yes, you need to know the right exercises and the right progression, and when you change them, and that bit's the heart of it. That's the expertise that we help you with. But that commitment of saying this is the most important thing for me to get right now, that has to come from you. If you do have any questions for me, just let me know, drop them. You can drop them in the comment spots below, or if you want to keep all your details confidential, then just email me, Nicole at thephysiocrew.co.uk. Alright guys, just coming to you from sunny Bristol, and sorry about my loud noisy dogs as they're fighting in the background.